an interview with Arise, the Catholic Bishop of Sokoto Diocese, Bishop Matthew Kuka, revealed that the body language of principal actors like the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi and the PDP presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar suggests that the ball is now in the court of those who are sworn in as president and vice president. He added that he has been the only Nigerian to speak at the various inaugurations held in Nigeria. He stated that he is pleased with the way Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar maintained calmness after the election. According to him, this country has been extraordinarily good to me. I can say without sounding arrogant. I'm perhaps the only Nigerian from 1999 who from 1999 to date has spoken at every inauguration. I spoke at 1999 at the inauguration of Obasanjo. I spoke at the inauguration of Yar'Adua. I spoke at the inauguration of Jonathan. So when the governors forum took over, so have been there. For me, the challenge for us in Nigeria is, as the scripture says, to be calm and know that God is on the throne. I am pleased with the body language of some of the principal actors speaking about Peter Obi, Atiku, and other contestants, and I think their body language suggests that the ball is in the court of those who are now sworn in as president and vice presidents. I don't understand what this man is saying. Are you trying to say, oh, they are calm? Because maybe if it were to be other people, maybe the country would have been boiling, just like Buhari and APC threatened Jonathan in his days. Or you are telling us that, oh, they've given up or what? Everybody can just interpret this whole thing in a different ways. That is the way I'm seeing this statement made by Kuka. For the first time, I find fault in Bishop Kuka's statement. This is not a good talk, Bishop. I beg, make we hear. You leaders are hell of problem in Nigeria. I don't even know the planet that dropped you people here. The bishop is speaking according to his thoughts. Everybody can say what they think. Freedom of speech is allowed. Kuka is a tribal. He's tribal. He does not want an Igbo man to rule. Reverend Father White Garment does not wash out tribalism. Yakubu is sitting on a keg of gunpowder that will soon explode. Destiny should be accepted even when people are pushing you not to accept it. It keeps tracing. Destiny cannot be changed. We call it destiny. It's not all about speaking at every presidential inauguration in Nigeria as claimed. The question is, did you speak the truth? Because everything is not going well in Nigeria. Stop being arrogant to say you are the only speaker ever at the presidential inauguration and go tell them the truth, for the truth shall set you free. Of course, he's been speaking. Of course, you know that maybe by Christmas now, or when again? What did they call that? I think the next event, the national event now, is going to be October 1st, or maybe June 12th. We might not speak in June 12th now because it's just too early. But October, this man will speak. In December, he will speak. Especially when it comes to Easter, usually speak. And he's always giving them booze. But at times, he will just relax. Well, one thing is that it's going to take everyone to be able to do the needful. He's been doing it. So the reason why a lot of people listen to this guy is that they have their own light congregation, and most of the time it depends on what they tell them, and that is how the people under them do roll. It is everybody collective responsibility. Some of you are saying, oh, we don't want this is what we want, and that is the beauty of democracy. But most important thing, check your conscience whether you are saying the truth, whether you are speaking the truth, or whether you are on the path of truth. Thank God you can read their body's language, but you can't read their mind and heart. I may not be surprised of Kuka comments because he's a man. I have been following his comment before now on this concluded presidential election, and his comment now seems to be as if something has happened somewhere, either positive or negative. Please, I listened to the speech. He categorically told them to their faces that all is not well in Nigeria, and that the way they run exclusive government is what brings problem, not necessary religion. Do they learn anything from your speech? That is the important question. If they are not learning anything, do not go again. Yes, since Bishop Kuka is telling us that he has always been speaking at the inaugural speech of all these past presidents. That means you have been speaking, you're speaking to them, it does not make sense. But why you can't tell him? I think that is your own opinion. You can't tell him not to. He will continue to speak, because if you say they should not speak, that means everybody is quiet, everybody is accepting the shenanigans happening in this country. I don't even want to. I don't know why some people are speaking bad of the bishop. The bishop is saying according to his thoughts. He never said God told him. So personally, according to my thoughts, Bola Tinubu has come to stay as president unless something otherwise happens. I think people should start living in reality and not a sentiment. Election is past, forgotten, and we should be united as the people, irrespective of whom is the president. Now all of us, they buy the same amount of fuel. Now all of us, they cry. So if all of us, that's why people, they will continue to talk now. If you say people should not talk, then you don't complain about your predicament. The predicament that they have brought upon you. Don't complain. Don't say anything about it. Just like some people say, I beg everything na politics now. I have to play the politics. Then if you dey suffer, na politics, so just don't say na politics. If the politics is good for you, fine. Well, why is this man not close his mouth and face his church business, making useless comments that doesn't even benefit the common man on the street? Since Tinubu was sworn in, fuel is now 800 to 750 naira in filling station, and this man is not even talking about it, except say Obi this, Obi that, Obi this, Obi that. Man of God, now wow, who wines and dines and continually unashamedly romances the devil, as he himself has proudly and loudly admitted, under religious guise, is indeed an agent of darkness. Look at it. He has proudly associated with the totality of failed leaders, and he continues to do so because he wants to be visible, relevant, and be seen to rub shoulders with them, for which he will ultimately be rewarded with comfort and largesse and very handsome takeaway parcel. Bishop Kuka has said it all. Always sitting on the fence, misleading innocent people. Do you think he's always sitting on the fence? Okay, everybody will be looking at this whole thing from a different angle. Well, I don't know what you make of what he said. Let us just know in the comment section, because the way I would think it will be different from the way you are thinking it. But one thing that is certain, the suffering that is in the land now, now all of us though. All of us, they chop woto woto.